All right, lovers of freedom, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Yeah, welcome to this YouTube channel. It's really a sad day in Biafraland. It's really a sad day in Biafraland. Believe me, you can see the kind of hunger that is in the land. Do you know that today in Anambra, we the Biafrans lost over 20 persons died today? What is the cause of their death? Jackson, a well-known businessman in Anambra, came out to share rice. Rice have killed people in Badan. Rice have killed people in Abuja. Rice have killed people in Anambra. To tell you that the zoo country is falling. Like I said in our previous broadcast, we the Biafrans need to understand this. We need to fight so hard to get ourselves liberated from the zoo. Because the zoo wins. Very soon, this particular Nigeria you are calling Nigeria will be a falling state. Tell me a country whereby so many lives. I feel like crying this morning. It's a very sad day in Biafra land. I'll be playing the video shortly so that you can see the kind of you see how people are just lined up dead. Innocent mothers, pregnant women that are struggling. What are they struggling for? They are struggling for one pint of rice. That is what killed these people. To tell you the atrocities and the high level of poverty in the Nigerian state. That is why we have been fighting so hard for our liberation. That is why we'll keep fighting, so that we'll be liberated from the zoo. So that we'll be liberated from these people. We have no business with these people. We need a country of our own, whereby people will not be dying by how can you be dying just because of a pint of rice? Look at what happened in Ibadan. Close to 130 people died in Ibadan. Look at what happened in Abuja today. And now look at what is happening in Anambra. For how long we will keep fighting? For how long will we keep telling these politicians to do the right thing? To tell you the high level of poverty in the land. To tell you how the Nigerian government is sinking. A whole Christmas, a period of celebration. A period whereby people come together, go to their different families, celebrate. End of the year. Now people are not dying. Look at what is happening in Anambra. So many lives have gone today because of what? One pint of rice. To tell you how deadly this government is. To tell you how deadly these politicians are. To tell you how deadly they are. That is why we will keep talking about Biafra. We will keep talking about our liberation. My brother, my sister, believe me, if you have a country of our own, believe me, such a thing will not be happening. A country whereby so many lives were killed today, believe me, that country should never exist. Go around the world. Go all over the world. Christmas is a period of celebration. If you go to overseas now, people are rejoicing, people are enjoying. But look at what is happening in Nigeria, the Nigerian state. So many lives. My brother, my sister, if you see how these people are lying down on the floor. Stampede. Dead. Numbers of dead corpses. So there you're talking about, we're talking about Biafra, you're talking about one Nigeria. Now, the Biafran Liberation Army have been making a complaint to these particular Biafrans in exile. We need the fundings need to be coming. The fundings need to be coming because these are the angels protecting our land. Now, what is happening? The Nigerian military have taken advantage of what is happening in the Biafran government in exile, and they are now invading Biafraland anyhow. They are burning down houses, destroying properties. Let me play this voice note for you so that you can understand what we're talking about. Let me play this voice note so that you can understand the audacity and largeness of what we're talking about. Now, listen.
Biafraland. Hear the news in details. Wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world. With terrorist army is currently taking full advantage of the division that they have planted in the BLGIE to launch attack, or should I say deadly attack, on the innocent community and of course innocent people of Okigwe state of Biafraland. So without further ado, I want you to pay very good attention as I release the video and of course the audio for you to watch and see what is going on in Biafra territory. So watch the video, don't go nowhere, as I will be analyzing it bit by bit till the very end of this very broadcast. Let us go, my wonderful people of Biafra.
Hello and welcome to Citizen News. The troops of the Joint Task Force in Imo State has dislodged suspected members of the indigenous people of Biafra operating within the Njaba general area.
When they tell you has dislodged suspected members of the indigenous people of Biafra, it is a lie, because the video is here for all men to see. The video is here for the whole world to see. There is nothing like, urging the so-called indigenous people of Biafra to start with. Those that are fighting with them are called the Biafra Liberation Army. There is nothing like indigenous people of Biafra, as indigenous people of Biafra are not armed. So I want you to know this while we continue.
Hotspot is located in an area which covers Oru East and Njaba local government areas of the state. We have details in the report.
Few days after dislodging suspected members of IPOB terrorizing Aka community within Okigwe general area, the troops of the Joint Task Force are here at Esioha community, an Mbitoli local government area of Imo State. The community seems disaffected due to the activities of the terrorist kingpin, one more people alias B44.
That is another lie, because this is what Nigeria is known for: propaganda, lies, and deceit. They said that they are terrorizing the people of the community, and the community is thereby deserted. It is a typical lie. The people who are actually terrorizing the innocent people of Okigwe and other parts of Biafraland are the Nigerian soldiers. This is very simple. You can see where they are stationed, launching an attack against the innocent people. We are just starting because you are going to see a lot in this video. So tell me, who are the terrorists? As an individual, as a civilian in this community, you see this kind of thing. Armored cars stationed in your own neighborhood. Are you going to be there? Will you remain in that same community when you see this kind of war materials in the community? Will you be there? And I want to make it clear before moving forward that where you see them station this, armored military personnel carrier, fully armed to the teeth, are in the areas within the community where the Biafra Liberation Army are not present. I'm telling you the truth. They know where the BLA are in the forest, but they will leave them, go inside the villages and communities of our land to terrorize the innocent people. This is their modus of operandi. Now let us continue.
The last few days, there have been intense bombardment of the stronghold to ensure.
Can you see it? This NA signifies Nigeria Army. You can see, if you look at this place, this is people's homes. You can see this is a house, this is a house. And these places, you see them, parking their armored cars, have absolutely nothing to do with the Biafra Liberation Army. The presence of Biafra Liberation Army is not in these areas, as they operate from the bush and forest. Let's continue.
People celebrate the Christmas and New Year without any security threats from the criminals. Here,
can you see them? Have you seen where they are? This is normal road, people's road. The road that leads to people's homes in their, communities. Yet they are here. How do you expect people to pass through this place or even live around here? Did you see them in the forest? This place is not a forest. This is, a residential area in Okigwe state of Biafraland. Let us continue.
The criminals left IEDs on the entrance road of the community to deter the troops' access to the place. This market square opposite the church was not left out, as improvised explosive planted by the criminals against the troops created this impact on the building.
Now, you can see that building, right? Look at it here. They want to tell the world, or should I say, they want to confuse the gullible, that this very, roof or this very act was done by the Biafra Liberation Army. That is a typical lie. This is a bomb that was thrown from the air because they came with, their fighter jets and of course their tanks. So this is a bomb thrown to this very house and got this building destroyed by the same here to terrorize innocent Biafrans in their various communities. There is no way they will, they can never escape it. The judgment is there for them and they can never ever escape it. This is what is going on within our land. And you must remember that they are taking full advantage of the division which is going on or currently happening within the BRGIE. That is the reason why the zoo is taking this advantage and our men on ground have been distracted. Although I want to say kudos to them today, 19th December 2024, there was a gospel because this thing happened a few days ago, and today there was, retaliation or reprisal attack in defense of our people and our land against these very terrorists in military uniform. So let's continue.
On the day, the Joint Task Force later succeeded in clearing and liberating the area, as they also inflicted.
Can you see? This is one of their military armored personnel carrier. Can you see? These are people's homes. Look at the right, you see somebody's house. Look at the left, this is somebody's house. And look at the front here. These are people's homes. What is the military armored personnel carrier doing in somebody's compound? Is this where the Biafra Liberation Army are stationed? How could you leave the forest and you are coming to bombard innocent people's homes and you think that you are going to use your propaganda to cover it up? It's not going to happen. It has never happened before, and this time around we are not going to allow it to happen. I pity those who should be concentrating on this current development, exposing the criminals, exposing the terrorists in military uniform, and they have left these things behind and they are currently fighting a battle that is not even there, an unnecessary battle that shouldn't have been there in the first place if everybody is genuinely fighting for freedom of our people. Let's continue.
To the fringes, B44 and his criminal.
If you look now, you see that this is a market square in a community in Okigwe State. This is a market square. So what are they doing in the market square? It's a simple question. With their armor tanks and fighter jets, what are they doing in the market square? Or do you want to tell me that the Biafra Liberation Army camp is located in the market square in Okigwe State? That is a lie. Another big lie. So what are these soldiers with their armor tanks doing in the market square in Okigwe State? It's a very important question and I want them to come and answer for it.
Gang have been kidnapping and launching attacks on residents and security operatives within the general area. The troops also recovered these devices from the criminals.
Encountered IEDs.
The commander 34 Artillery Brigade Obins Oweri, Brigadier General Usman Lawal, and other service chiefs in the state.
Did you hear his name? General Usman Lawal, a Fulani man. How do you believe that a Fulani man will give security to a Biafran man? In fact, to an Igbo man in Okigwe State of Biafraland. How do you believe that? Fulani that want the total eradication of Ndi Igbo, that push them to massacre over 5 million Biafrans between 1967 to 1970 genocidal war. These same Fulani still have that very hatred against us. You could see what they did to our people during the previous administration of the late Muhammadu Buhari. You saw it, it's in the public. You saw what they did to our people. And today, this same Fulani is the one claiming to give us security. It is not possible. That hate can never be wiped away. Let's continue.
Said they are committed in restoring peace in different communities of Imo State.
They intend to neutralize their criminal activities so that we can have a peaceful Christmas and then New Year celebration.
No, don't tell us about Christmas and New Year celebration. You cannot come from Fota Jalon. I'm an Isinani. Afagib Usman Lawal. You can't come here to tell us how to celebrate Christmas because it is not your thing. It is never your business. We know your mission, but you have failed even before you took up that journey.
The entire community has been mined to deter us from moving. We carefully detonated some of the IEDs and continue.
The whole community is at it, and we are trying our best to make sure that the community let them return back. This clearly,
They should return back so that you finish your job, isn't it? You are calling them to return back that you may finish your job. You have all failed. All of you from Futajalon, the land of Biafra will swallow all of you one after the other. I want to say kudos once again to the Biafra Liberation Army that have neutralized many of them today, including setting their operational vehicles ablaze. I want to say kudos to them, because even though that many of them have been distracted, yet some of them are still doing the needful. Let's continue.
this is his stronghold. If he kidnaps outside, he gives them here. And the community are afraid of him.
This clearance operation is going to be sustained by the grace of God. And I want to say that the military cannot do it alone.
The Imo State government also appealed to the people to have confidence in the security operatives who are working for their safety.
Did you see them? Can you see them? Look at them. These are all their vehicles. Look at where they are stationed. Look at this armored car here. Look at the tank. Look at the men. These are terrorists in uniform. Look at them, all of them. They are tanks. And this is a residential area. That is what I want you to know. If you look at something here, you see this is a church. Right? This is a church. My brothers and sisters, fellow Biafrans and lovers of freedom, is this where the Biafra Liberation Army are stationed? The answer is no. So what are they doing here? Why are you after innocent citizens and you want me, who is civilized in mind and in nature, to be in one zoological republic of animal kingdom with you, with some people, with these people, with this mentality? I want to tell you that they all know where our men are. They know, but they can't go there. Rather, they come on the road to harass, of course, destroy lives and properties of innocent Biafrans in Okigwe. I want those who are neglecting these things, claiming to be members of Biafra government. I want all of you to see what is going on in our land. And none of you is talking about it. None of you is reporting it. None of you even pay attention to the invasion of our land after the detention of our Prime Minister Mazi Samoneba. None of you, not from the all of you from the both side, you all have completely failed the Biafran people. It is quite unfortunate, but if you people can retrace and come back to fight in unison against these monsters in our land, then history will remember all of you for good.
To have confidence in the security operatives who are working for their safety and assure them of adequate security during the Christmas and New Year festivities. We are going to do everything to encourage the local, using the various means and stakeholders to talk to them, talk to the people to come back to their homes. The soldiers are here to help and to protect them.
It is impossible for those you so-called soldiers to protect them. It is impossible. If you can protect them, so why are you bombarding their homes? It's a simple question. If you can protect them, why are you bombarding their homes? Let's continue.
The of violent results and the count for the criminal elements is about 2,000 feet below the sea level.
Did you hear that? They said the camps of the criminal elements, they call them criminal elements, is about how many thousand? Let's take that again, please. Very, very important.
It's about 2,000 feet below the sea level.
It's about 2,000 below the sea level. And these terrorists are afraid of going there with all their armored tanks and military fighter jets. They are all afraid to go there. Rather, they are there in the community. Innocent people are being chased away from their homes because of the activities of the Nigerian soldiers, or should I say, the Zoo terrorist army, the Zoo Janjaweed terrorist soldiers in military uniform. They can't go there. They are so much afraid to go there. But if it's to harass innocent citizens, they are very, very eager to do that.
The valley has forests which afford the criminals good cover from air surveillance, as well as intense engagement